I'm not that kind of guy. Before I got on drugs, I was successful. I was making $10,000 a month. Had a business. I was young, fresh. Why would I do that? Why would I do drugs? I'm not the kind of guy that like to go to a party and do drugs. It's not my personality. I got on drugs because I got depressed. And it's the type of drugs that I started taking. I've always rejected cocaine, weed, all these drugs throughout high school. And the drugs that I took were Percocets. My own brother brought me Percocets. At that time, I thought he was trying to help me. But then I realized right now that it's been a just huge conspiracy against me. My own family, they're not really my family. I think maybe I was an orphan back home, where I was born in Lebanon. They adopted me, this really evil Freemasonic family that has been mistreating me for over 40 years now, and mainly 21 years. Like I told you, everything went sour for me since I started the business in 96, 97. I started making a lot of money. Out of nowhere, all of a sudden after that, I got depressed. And now I realize why I got depressed. My own mother at home would make noises all night with her feet, talk and talk and talk. She pretended she's schizophrenic. She's not. It's a charade. My own brother pretty much was distant, and they mistreated me in ways that I couldn't read. I was still young. I stayed cocooned. They cocooned me within their people. So I didn't know anything else about life. And they mistreated me in ways that I couldn't read at the time. I was too gullible. And now that I woke up and I can see all these things, I learned and realized exactly what they've done to me. As I come here, a car comes out. So this is how it is. Every place I get to, cars go in and out. And they rev their engines a couple of times before they come out. And I'm usually surrounded by loud cars. We live in 2019, guys. Most cars don't make noises nowadays. Most of these people specifically drive older cars for that reason. Or cars that make noise, sports cars or whatever. Another truck, look, mail truck and a truck, Big Mac truck. There's a mail truck coming, but then again, and a school bus. Don't forget the mail trucks and the school buses. Those are huge. Regardless whether it's school time. Guys, I filmed videos before with mail trucks and school buses around me on Sundays and Saturdays, okay? Now, Saturdays, some schools are open, maybe there's mail, but Sundays? Anyways, I've talked a lot in this video. Today is one of those good days where I feel good and strong. Like I said, look at these people, their faces, and the way they're driving their cars. You're gonna sense some kind of angriness in them, some kind of tensity. Because of what I've done. I've done something to really anger this enemy. See, I get here again, look, another car comes out. I've triumphed in something that I've done, and they didn't like it, Another school bus, and there's one over there. But that's fine, we're not gonna judge. It's rush hour, okay? What else? And it's just, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's this kind of agency that manipulated these people and told them something bad about me, and that they want to really, abuse me to get me out of here. I don't know what it is. My own family mistreated me for all this time. But I know one thing, that this thing was done to me here in Canada, and it started in the mid-90s. But more than that, my own family's been doing the same to me all my life. And I realized that recently. All my life, guys. Alright? They've never actually treated me like a human being. But they've done it in very sneaky ways. In ways that I couldn't interpret. They didn't really beat me physically. Actually, my mother did when I was young a couple times, unnecessarily for no reason. And they've always claimed that, she's nuts, and they try to defend her, but she wasn't. It was all intentional. She stabbed me in the arm when I was 10 years old back home. They've used to always surround me in the area. Now I realize those things. They did that to me with kids that are no good, so I can come out bad, that drink, play cards. And when I went with them and came home, she would stab me. Stuff like that. They got me from both angles. Very, very nasty satanic family. I'm nothing like them. Physically, I don't look like them. I don't act like them. I am nothing like them. And not just nothing. I'm all the way on the other side of the scale. I mean, if they're orange, I'm blue. That much of a difference. So it's impossible for me to come out of those genes. And I'm 100% sure of it now that I was adopted. I'm some kind of orphan, and I was abused in this nasty satanic family. Abused in very indirect ways. When I came to this country and throughout all my life, they've always surrounded me with the people that they wanted to. Listen, another siren, cops. You know, I've always been surrounded with the people like them, to be treated like them so I wouldn't know what they're like. And I've always been, every area that I went, it's funny because I'm a wild guy, you know, how they were able to do this to me. This is why I think governments were in on it. Agencies and governments. This is the only way this could have happened. I've traveled to so many different countries. They've done the same to me. I lived in Cuba for 2 years. In Lebanon, I went back home and lived there. I've been to over 20 countries. I speak 4 languages. I've been all over the place. And it's funny, they were able to cap me everywhere I went for me not to meet normal people. So I know what it's like. And then I look back at my family and say, hey, wait a minute, they're not good people. Why are they treating me like this? So anyways, I woke up out of all this just recently, about a year ago. And it was a surprise to everybody. And the reason how I woke up is because I saw glitches. Glitches, what I mean, irregularities, things that didn't make sense. I was told stories and seen certain actions, the same stories, the same actions from different people in different countries. That's how I realized it. You know, I was like, wait a minute, how's that possible? I realized that something was on me, after me, everywhere I went. It's all the same. So that's how I figured it out, guys. It's kind of like the Truman Show, pretty much my life, what's been done to me. But he was in his studio, you know, pampered. I got abused, you know. So it's the torture version, Truman Show. Anyways, it's been, you know, brutal. Over the last 9 months, by the way, the birds over there, what I told you earlier, every time I leave my house up there, I come here, the pigeons are moving, they feed them bird seed. I've never left my house and came to this area, and I've been doing it every day over the last 9 months especially, and didn't see the pigeons eating. So somebody sits in the parking lot, or as I come out, they feed them for them to clutter my view and go all over the place. You know what I mean? So look at the people coming, how they're moving their hands a lot and all talking bubbly and everything and blocking the sidewalk. They like that. See, they're not all together either. You know, one's in front, 2 are at the back. So they like that. They like to pretty much clog your way and always have people in your far view moving. They fill up the whole neighborhood. Everywhere I head, every area I look at, they fill it up with people like that. You know? So... and like I said, weird people that look weird, that act weird. You gotta look at those things because they're very important. I'm surrounded, the majority of people that surround me are like that. They're just strange. They look strange and they act strange. A lot of attractive women, but most of them do look just satanically evil or stupid. They have both kinds to do this kind of thing, to stalk someone. You know, it's not a nice thing to do. It's satanic. This is evil. Because what they know what they're doing, they're a part of a choke. When someone does this to you, the way it's been done to me, I've felt it throughout the last 9 months and throughout my life. It just got tighter over it. Listen to how loud these guys are. They're talking loud and laughing. Usually it's a meaningless conversation, but the color red.
Oh my goodness.
So, what was I saying to you guys earlier? Yeah, these people are strange, and they do strange things, you know? See that? He toot the horn. Why did she toot the horn? There was nothing in front of her back there. The horn is another thing they use a lot. So basically what they like to do is to clog up everything, your environment, your atmosphere, clog it up with honking again. So what they do is sometimes, they're together, they're both stalkers. They stop in front on purpose to give the other one an excuse to honk. Trust me, they do that a lot on the street too. Look how they stopped here. How she stopped and looked. Another school bus over there. And it's in this area, it's the same people over and over again. All I see, guys, I get stuck in my own building. My own building is set up that way. You know what I mean? So this is something that's been happening to me all my life. severely after 96, 97. This is why I think I had a laser eye surgery done, correction, and I think I was microchipped because I looked at certain articles on the internet. There's one you can go to on Google. It's called Illegally Wired. You could see how they secretly, without consent from the patient, injected nano chips, which are they called dust. They're very small. You know, if you touch a pencil, if you get a pencil and you put a dot on a paper, that's how small the microchip is. They've injected that behind the retina of certain people, and when the person leaves the doctor's office, the doctor, all he has to do is give them the code for that particular microchip, and they link it to the GPS, and right away you're tracked. Everywhere you go, you're tracked. They know where you are. You're like a red sonar dot moving on a map. Certain programs you can download that you could see that if you have the IP address. Anyways, that's what this page explains to you. And I really believe that because that's when I started to get depressed and things went wrong for me. Right after I did the surgery about 2-3 months later. Because for people to stalk you like this on a grand scale, for me to go to Eaton Center downtown now here in Toronto and to get there and see it all packed with them, for them to stalk me, I mean, yes, someone can tell them to go there, but if you look at these people, they don't have contact between each other, most of them. How would they know that I'm there? That's why I thought I was microchipped, because how would they know? But then I wasn't sure. I still thought, you know what? It could be there's an operator or someone taking care of the situation and guiding these people. So see, they lay it off me. It's nice now the way it is. If it was like this, I wouldn't even record movies, guys. I wouldn't even record films. This is nothing. I've been to places where I couldn't even walk around me, the amount of people. I couldn't even walk. That's how bad it was. Anyways, yeah, I couldn't even, this is why it's the building that really, I'd walk from floor to floor and they know where I am, what floor I'm on. I go to the 16th floor, I take the staircase down, there are no windows in that staircase, and next thing you know, they come out of their door on the 7th floor. I go to the 5th floor, they come out and throw the garbage. That's another thing they do. They've done it with me a lot. I filmed videos like these. Wherever I go, they come and throw garbage. Look, see how loud those trucks are? All day long I get those to pass by me, guys. All day long, anywhere I go. It doesn't matter if it's small streets, afternoon, lunchtime, morning, nighttime, you name it. All right, and they're big on construction. What I told you earlier, look at this building next to mine. Now they're changing the balconies here. They've been doing construction from my building to this one non-stop over the last 5 months, non-stop. So I think it's obviously something governmental in the government because they're hiring construction companies just to irritate me. And at the beginning I laughed. There's another school bus. I said, who would do this to me? Who am I? Why am I important? But maybe, I guess I'm some kind of a government project that wanted to see if this would work. The Truman Show kind of like government project that they did it to someone. It's a Freemason project that they've been working on. And that's what I think it is, to be honest with you. Because I've seen in a drawer in my, father, I guess. I call him father now. He's not really my father, And back home in Lebanon, a Freemasonic emblem he had in one of the drawers. So I know they're Freemasons. See, they're doing construction here apparently, and they only make noise when I get here. Sometimes it's quiet, they're not doing anything. As soon as I get here, they start to make noise. In my building, it's crazy. They've been working on it, they're on the 8th floor, and for some reason I'm on the 16th, and I still hear the construction going all day long. They wake me up every morning at 9. It's been like this for over a month now, with the hammer, banging things. That's crazy. Now look at these two coming. They're in my building. They stalk me all day long too. And see, guys, the hard thing about proving that you're getting stalked in your own building or you're in your neighborhood, but these people live in your neighborhood. It's hard to prove that they're stalking you because you're gonna bump into them here and there. They live in the same building, but they're not just living there. They stalk me, guys. And I have tons of video to prove that yet, and that's how I'm gonna do. I went to the cops, another FedEx truck. The cops are in on it. I think the battery is dying. So The cops were in on it, and the next level is gonna be somewhere else. I'm gonna go charge up the battery because it seems like it's dying. There's no point of recording anymore. And I'm gonna come back down at a busier time to show you guys what it's really like. All right. يلا يا شرموطة امك شرموطة وانت شرموطة. Sorry guys, I had to say these bad words, but I gotta say it to them. These people are evil. شكلك شرموطة امك شرموطة. Same woman we saw down there. I don't know if it's still recording. The battery's dying. That stopped me at the corner. She's here again, as you can see.